Now let's talk about the next slide, which is, multiple recording modes. Now, you take this away because you're the camera expert, and you can geek out on this a little bit, and I start to get tongue-tied and mix up the different formats and stuff. So just roll a little bit, maybe you can bring up Roger and this slide alone, or just the slide, and Roger will tell us about, what's really up here, because it's important stuff. But I wanted to hear it from someone who really understands it well, and that's you, Roger.
Yeah. So with that, there isn't much SD work nowadays. So our lowest thing that we do is HD, but it is 720 up to 50 and 60. Okay. So we have a ton all the way up to 5.7K, and we probably will get more, in terms of just the mathematics and everything on paper, we can technically do up to 12K.
Wow.
With ProRes RAW. Yeah, it's all in all mathematics. So that means there are possibilities of doing things like that. For us today, 5.7K is the highest at 30. We have raw debayering over SDI, 4K raw, 240 frames per second is our highest at 2K. So we pretty much can do what every camera can do today. Now, there's always a misconception with people saying, can my camera use this? Truthfully, today, every camera can. There really is nothing. The only reason why we say it cannot is because certain cameras, like the really low-end stuff, they can't turn off their overlays. So because they can't turn it off, you're going to record all that junk on there too. But it doesn't mean it doesn't work. We can still use it as a giant monitor.
We call that clean HDMI output, and people who do get into streaming, which that's a big part of our business, complain about that too. They're like, I love my camera. How do I get this box off there? How do I get it to not give me the ISO on the menus? I'm like, unfortunately, you can't. Your camera's a little bit older. And I think one of the shout-outs is it was Atomos that beat the heck out of these camera companies and said, stop doing this. Give us clean HDMI output. You are limiting the functionality and the capabilities of your products. And they didn't want to listen to that.
No. So in the end, people are starting to listen. I mean, as you can see with HDMI RAW, we have a ton of people coming with us with HDMI RAW. Before, it's only 2 years ago, HDMI RAW was just a fantasy thing. Only one company came up, which was Nikon. And then Zcam came along, then Panasonic, then Sony, then Fuji, then Sigma. Everybody's coming along now because they know and they trust that this is going to work. Apple, it was just with Final Cut with Apple. Now Assimilate got it. Now even Premiere has it too. So there is a use and there is life for ProRes RAW.
Thank you for watching this highlight from the Videoguys live webinar. If you like this video or you want to learn more, check out the full webinar in our description, or head on over to videoguys.com for more information.